created this space to have candid conversations about our everyday experiences. If you would like to be the first to know about topics and catch our lives when they start, please visit us on Facebook at Tay and Rena Live. I see you, Michelle Corona, coming in. Thank you so much for coming in on time. I am one of your hosts, Serena Renee, and joining me shortly is my homegirl, Tavia. But I just want to say thank you to everybody on Instagram that's showing up right now, showing out. Hey, Facebook.
Hey,
Hey,
sister.
Facebook. Tay, did you already request to come in
You
over
know
here?
what, though?
Hey, love. Hey, love. Hey, love. All right,
Haven't
just
ever had
give us
one
a
of
few
them
more minutes to
days.
get situated. We apologize for being late today, but even though I was late, I'm kind of giving y'all a view. You know, anybody that caught this that weather that dropped across the U.S. You know, here you go. If you need a little something, okay. All right, Tavia should be joining us now.
Where's the
Hey,
phone? Oh,
Tay.
I found the phone. Girl. Woo! We got here. We made it here.
No, we're a little
Oh
late,
my
but it's
goodness.
okay. And
Shout out to my mother being on YouTube, the first person to watch us on YouTube.
yay.
Shout out. I posted her comment up on the screen. So if you're on Facebook or YouTube, you can see it. Shout out to Miss Gervais. That's my mom.
Listen, it's been quiet this
Okay.
entire time that I've been sitting here, and now all of a sudden, somebody wants to pull up with Mary J. Blige, and maybe this will be our song today. Won't
Yeah.
save my life. Fine. Ooh,
Woo!
hey, hey. Okay, so as you see, the people on the street gave us our song for today, so we don't have to go into all that. It'd be awesome if they would the light would just turn green. In the meantime, let's get started. Hey, pretty girl Jay. Hey, Min. How are you? Nail Mania, thank you for joining us.
Oh my gosh, y'all. I hope everyone's day is going really well. My day was it was a slow start. It was a calm, and then it just whoosh, like everything just hit me all of a sudden,
It's
which is
happening.
why I will take the responsibility for why we were like 6, 7 minutes late today. But I appreciate you all still showing up for this topic. The topic is drum roll, generational BS, right? Because
Girl.
two reasons why that's the topic. One is because we couldn't remember what the actual name of the topic was. And then two is because we talked about this topic, but we had to remake the name again. So
Yes.
the name was generational behavior turning into generational trauma or something
Yes.
like that. And it just
Yes.
turned into generational BS. That's the
Yes.
topic now. I
Yes.
don't know. So if you are on Facebook, you're really a big deal because if you guys can share this on your pages, if you're on YouTube, share this on your Facebook page because we are only streaming from our Facebook page, not from our personal pages today. So like if you're catching us right now, you're a real one and we appreciate it.
Yes.
Um
Thank
we're gonna acknowledge you, Miss Shelley. Hey
you.
girl.
Yes. Hi, mom.
Um Hi mom. Mango salsa. So
There's your acknowledgement.
today's Yes, that's my girl. Today's topic kind of stemmed from like so many things that we've heard from people that we've dealt with personally, just a combination of a mix of a few. And so I'm gonna let you introduce that, Serena, and I'm gonna go and share this on Facebook. So,
Okay.
you know.
Get those shares over there on Facebook so we can have a few more people to join the conversation. But basically, how it came up is Tay and I were having a regular conversation like we normally do. And I think the topic of having to watch your older siblings was like something that came up. And we were talking about how I actually overheard someone say one day to their daughter, like, "Oh, well, so what? You know what I mean? Like, we all did it. Now it's your turn." She's like, "Well, I don't want to watch, my little sister or my little brother." She's like, "Well, so what? Like, we all did it. Now it's your turn." And it just made me think, and I'm like, wait a minute. Does that make sense? Like, do we put too much pressure on our children? Like, is it not even just that situation? It seems like there are a lot of things that are happening while we are children, and we think that that's the way it's supposed to be, so we just continue to do it. But when you really think about it, like what are the effects of that? Like, to me, it kind of distracts the child from actually being able to have a childhood, because as soon as they're old enough to fend for themselves, they have to watch all the rest of the children in the house. You know what I'm saying? If it's not their older siblings, it's a niece, it's a nephew, and then we have the nerve to say, well, how you get pregnant at 15? Like, well, I kind of been being a mom since 7. So what do you expect? So that's basically how this conversation came up, and we wanted to know what you guys thought about that. Like, has anybody on the live had to watch their older siblings growing up? Was that a thing? Like, and if so, like, what age? Like, were you babysitting at like 7, or were you like older in like high school, maybe like 14, 15, with a little bit more, responsibility and training? Like, we want to know what you guys think. Tavia, what's your experience?
My experience. You keep saying older. You mean younger, everybody. Y'all know what she means. So it's cool. Just, we just gonna get some clarification. It's good. Did I have to watch my my younger siblings? Yes, I did, Mom.
How did that make you feel, Tavia?
You know what? I did not like it because it was disrupting my social life. Like, man. I was like, it really, I mean, as like self-centered as that sounded, it was so disruptive to my social life. I was like, I don't want to watch these kids. And I didn't have to bring them everywhere with me. But I remember the one time I did go to a boy's house in high school. My mom had made me bring my little brother. And thank God she did. Because I was like, no, I'm not going to do this. No, I didn't want to do that. But I didn't know what I was getting into, to be honest. I thought we were just going to go hang out. This dude was trying to do some other stuff. And my mom was like, I guess my mom might have known that, but she was like, bring your brother with you. And I was like, okay. And I was like, thank God. Because I can tell y'all 100% no lie, I did not want to do anything. And so when I realized, we was all hanging out, when I realized he was trying to do, I said, my mom called me. I got to go home. Bye. Right. My brother needs to get home. Right. But that's a whole other thing. So I feel like that's a protective factor. And we're talking about the more like negative side of it, so I get that. But I mean, and there's so many other things that go with that phrase. But did I have to watch my siblings growing up? That's the question. I did, and I feel like I watched them too much. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, Exodus. Mom says that. Mom, you never had to watch your siblings, seriously? Hey, Ashley, I see you tapped in over on Instagram. Thank you. Who is that? Is that tap in. Tap in. We appreciate you. Just for you guys who are just joining, the topic is, what is it again, Tay? Is generational BS. Generational BS, and we're talking about generational behavior causing generational trauma. Okay. And what's the phrase that you were saying? Like, what was it again? I did it, so. But I did it, so what? Now it's your turn. That was the phrase where it came from. But so okay. Let's see. We have a response. Let's go over on Instagram. It says, if I could go back, I would have let mine learn for themselves, because we are just teaching our children our habits, not letting them find their own place. I have 26 grandkids and 21, the oldest, 5 months. Wow. 26. Well, you got 26 grandchildren? We've never had this person on our live before. Wow, that's amazing. So I love the fact she said she would have let hers learn for themselves, because we were just teaching them our habits. So let's talk about that for a second. So one thing that Tay and I were questioning is, why do we teach our children behaviors that we hated? Like, we know we hated it growing up, so why do we make them do it? It's like the cycle just keeps on going. How come we don't change it? Like, is it because we're conditioned like that and we don't think to make the change? Is it because we think that this is how it's supposed to be? Like, where do y'all think that this comes from? I'm going to say this. I don't think that, like, as a parent now, I have learned that I don't know what the hell I'm doing. And I've also learned that, like, my mother probably didn't know what she was doing. She was younger than me when she became a parent. And also, there are things that I have done subconsciously that I did not know was happening. So it
Right.
it was like one of those moments where you say, dang, I sound like my mama. And so you didn't try to do that. And so I believe that some of those things can happen, you know. I'm not saying that was my mother's case because she's the only child, but but I'm saying, or it's just like what you learn from other people, what you see growing up, and maybe you don't realize that you're actually like perpetuating that, same situation.
So, what age do you feel like is okay for a child to be responsible for their siblings? Like, I do feel like once you get in like high school or something like that, but then again, I don't know, because it's like, are you keeping them from living their life and living out their childhood by making them stay at home and watch children that's not theirs? Like,
look,
they're yours.
I think it's the frequency, because I think like every now and then, yeah, you might have to watch your little sister, little brother, but like not every day or every weekend or every, you know what I mean? Like that's a little excessive. Like, I don't know. But I think that there's other things. I mean, I don't know. Like we were talking about like not drinking water when you eat, or like stuff that you were like your parents or you were raised with. Now do that. Like I don't know, like cleaning on Saturdays or Sundays. You know what I mean? Like
when I tell you, I thought everybody cleans on Saturdays. I thought everybody mama get up, put on music, and clean on Saturday. Now that I'm older, I found out that everybody don't clean on Saturdays. I found out that a lot of people don't clean on a lot of other days too. So I was very thankful, to that my mom made me get up on Saturdays, even though it was kind of annoying that she was blasting music at like 7 a.m. It was cool, because now I know how to clean up.
Right. So, like I definitely, I learned a lot from those I did it, you gonna do it type situations. What was said to me was like, in that specific situation about watching your siblings, was like, you're a big sister. This is like, that's what comes with it. But I'm like, I didn't make myself a big sister.
Listen,
I remember so clearly in high school. I remember like, no, this is, you did this.
Exactly, and that was my fault. Now I gotta deal with them. You don't want to watch them, so what makes you think I want to watch them?
Yeah,
like,
but
if you annoyed, I'm extra annoyed. I'm a child, like.
Right. So here's the thing, though. I definitely understand my mom. Like everyone has their own situation. My mom's situation, where she moved to a state where she didn't know anybody and she was a single mom. So like, I had to pull my weight. And I mean, but eventually she knew people. But I'm saying at first,
But even with that, how do you how do you like correctly make that transition? Like when you decide, let's say you do decide to up and move somewhere and it's just you and your children. You know what I'm saying? And you might not have a choice but to watch them sometimes. But when does it become like too much? Like, is it really the child's fault that you decided to move across country or to move somewhere else and adjust? Like how do you like balance that out? Like, I'm not a mother yet, so of course I'm asking all the questions before I get there, but I just want to know, like, because I don't want to end up overdoing it, because I feel like I've seen in other situations where it's been overdone around me, and I can kind of feel the energy coming from the child that's kind of like this, like
this is my mom laughing.
I can't wait till I get grown because I'm running away from you. I don't want my child to feel like that, because I've made them do all of these things that didn't have nothing to do with them. It's really my responsibility, and now they ready to run away from me as soon as they hit 18.
Right. So I think I have never actually spoken to my mom about why we moved. I do kind of know why we moved, but I think over the years I kind of made up my own details around the reason. So I mean, I'm interested, Mom, don't tell us here, but for us to have a personal conversation about exactly why we moved, because I don't think we ever really talked about that. But I will say that we had to move. Right. So it wasn't like my mom was like, let me apply for jobs in Ohio. Like, no, we had to move, because everyone is quick to ask me, California to Ohio, like, why would you do that? Like, I'm like, I don't know.
Completely different.
Yeah, it was a completely different experience.
So what do you think are
but
go ahead.
Oh, no, go ahead.
It made you stop talking, but go ahead, finish your thought.
No. Go ahead. I'll just go into the comments. Okay. I feel
Yeah.
there will be times the older sibling has to watch their younger sibling, but it shouldn't be their full on responsibility. Right. Yeah. There are times where you're going to have to definitely, I totally agree with that. I know with when you do come from a single parent home that there are responsibilities that you probably feel or that a kid probably shouldn't usually take on, but like it's just like sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, like I don't know. I don't have it. I mean, if anyone is a single parent and they realize that there's some things that they have to rely on their kid for or rely on a non-traditional person for that they don't usually have to, like, you kind of, I don't know, you kind of know that. And it's just kind of like, I hate to say it because I feel like they recently said something about slavery saying this, but I almost feel like it was a necessary evil. You heard that on the news where dude was like, they said slavery was a necessary evil. We're not going to go there because we can't go there, but that was ridiculous. But what I'm saying here is that it's not the best and we're all going to get something. I think we're all going to screw up our kid in some little way and do something that's not right, all the way right. But get comfortable, girl. Ask your questions. Look, since this has turned into an interview about me watching my siblings, I'm open here. We have on the comments. Sometimes it has to happen. Every household is different. Definitely. Sometimes it has to happen. I definitely think that my mom might have overdid it just a little tiny bit. But this is speaking from my young self. This is not me as a an adult parent speaking right now. This is me as a child, going back as a child, like.
Let me this. Do you think that this is something that's experienced more in our households as far as Black people go? Like, do you think that other cultures have to experience that where they need their children to watch their other children, or do you think that this is something that happens just in our community?
No,
I feel like white people don't do it as much as us.
I can't speak for white people.
This is what I'm thinking. No, this is just what I'm thinking. I could be wrong, but this is just what my brain is. What do y'all think?
Look, I can't. Sorry, excuse me. I can't speak for white people or any other people, but I can say I have been around people who are not white and not Black and other stuff where their kids is definitely watching their kids. So I think everybody, I'm sure, I'm not going to say, I think everybody does it, but I think it's in certain cases, and I'm not going to say culturally, but just different people from every culture where they kind of abuse they kind of cross that threshold where it becomes like a burden for the child or like, where people have to intervene there. So thankfully, that never happened in my situation. My brothers are all safe and healthy and things. But I do think that when the parent is not there for some situations, then the person who was there has to step up in that role. And that can be confusing in the household,
Yeah.
So.
Do you feel like there's other places?
Real Midori music. Real Midori music. Phonetic speaking, like that was terrible. She said, "Girl, white people do it too." And then Hope Gardens Kitchen said, "Greetings," and so hello, Hope Gardens Kitchen. Yeah, like I'm not gonna say. Okay, so my Nana's on here. My children never babysit each other. I was a single parent. Look, my Nana, God bless her. Nana has always been like that. Nana been like, "You gonna get this girl hair done? Let me get her hair done for you." She always, and it wouldn't be like she just catch me on a day. She just catch me on a day. Like you know what? Let me get you this. So Nana, let me just get your hair done for you. Nana been a ride or die. She always been a ride or die.
So what other areas do you feel like we do this, like the whole term, like, so what, I did it, now it's your turn? Like, do you feel like there's any other areas like that we tend to do that, like our parents tend to do that with us, or like we use that excuse for certain situations? Like, what other situations do you think so? And you guys feel free to drop down in the comments what you guys think too. Hey, Empress. Hey,
I think
Alicia.
specifically, one thing I can think of is, I don't know if you ever heard somebody say, because I said this recently, if I would have said that to my mom when I was a kid, she
I
would
wouldn't
have
have no teeth. And I'm like, dude,
like, you getting away.
that's
You getting
traumatic.
away.
Like, does not anybody else not see that this is trauma?
Yeah, no,
Like,
I actually, like, my mom, I feel like we just kind of talked. So she never like hit me in my face or nothing. She just was like,
see,
we just kind of talked it through. We just kind of talked it through.
Another storyline. My mom don't like to talk about nothing. She don't like to talk about nothing. So that's what I'm saying. Like, maybe that's one of the areas that we tend to do that. It's like, I don't know. I feel like sometimes we grow up thinking like the adult, whatever the adult says, that's it. You're not supposed to say nothing bad. You're not supposed to have another like opinion, and they could be wrong, but it doesn't matter. They're the adult, and it's just like, no, but this is backwards. And then if I say something, you gonna punch me? I'm just like, isn't that slavery mentality though? If you don't like what I do,
that was the benefit. Like, people want to like poo-poo teen moms, right? But I feel like that was the benefit of me having a teen mom. I mean, my mom was out of high school. She was 19, but she was a teen mom, and she was still young. And I think that was the benefit, because we was cool. Like, I mean, like, it was like, we just kind of talk. Like, what you want to do this? Yeah, let's do that. No, let's be like, we talked to each other. It was just like, I don't know if she don't know what she's doing. I don't know what I'm doing. We just kind of talked it out. And I thought that's cool. And I think people might not like that. People might be like, you're giving that kid an opinion.
See, and that right there, like, what is wrong with the child having an opinion? They're little people. They're literally just like us. They process everything just like us. They're just small. That's it.
Like, no, but I commend my mother. Look, no, Serena, I don't know how many opinions. I don't know how many opinions you have, because my little guy has so many questions right now. And it takes all the willpower and patience in me to answer his questions. I'll be like, well, the reason why we do this. And it's like, it's really hard. I'm just saying, it's really, really hard. It's really hard, because you don't like so many questions. It's be so many questions or so many thoughts, or, well, I want to do this. And I'm like, no. But I have to, like, because I appreciate the way I was raised in having that opinion and having that option. So I don't want to take that away from him. But girl, it's hard. I do be wanting to be like, sit your ass down, but I don't. I want to, but I don't, because it's hard. But I want to. Yes, girl. Oh, Lord. It's not easy.
Gosh. Okay, so over on Instagram, Michelle Corona says, it's a different time for us. The younger generation is living a whole different than our days. I couldn't imagine all the stress of today's world. That's completely true. I don't ever, like, let me make sure that I say that. I never, like, judge, like, my parents or anything like that, because we are literally growing up in a different time. And
completely different.
Being a parent, first of all, being a parent is like an experiment. Like, okay, I'm gonna try this, and maybe it's not gonna work. Okay, well, it worked on him and it didn't work on her, so I know I gotta, like, I haven't been in that position, but I am an aunt, so I know how difficult it is for me. I can't imagine, like, having my own child, and I'm just like, oh my God, if I tell you to go left and you trip, you're gonna die, and it's my fault.
Girl. And then you're gonna be beating yourself up forever. That's exactly what it's like to be a parent.
Yes. So, like, I get it. But I think maybe if we were to have a little bit more patience, maybe, and, like, I don't know, like, just try talking first. Like, it's so funny when my mom hears me talking to my niece and nephew, she'd be like, girl, you doing too much talking. But I'm just like, I have the patience for that. And,
because, like, you don't live with
them. That's true. And we'll see how it goes. But I really feel like that's going to be something that I'm very stern on. Like, I do not want to be hitting my child all day. I don't like it. I really don't like it. I feel like I'm not, what is the point that okay. Let's say, all right, I tell you to do something and you don't do it. I need to ask a few more questions first. Are you comprehending me? Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Do you understand that mommy's talking to you right now? Mom asked you to do something. My child might be slow or something. I can't just be slapping him, as soon as he don't do what I say he gonna do.
I am not laughing because I don't like the way you said that. I'm laughing that you just said that. I can't believe you just said that.
Slapping him. And all this time he needed some special needs. And I just been slapping him. Because he ain't doing what I say he was supposed to do. You know? Like, we can't be doing that. All I'm saying is have a little more patience.
I can't believe this just happened. Oh my gosh. Well, no,
Okay,
that
so
I bet that's
mom
look. I bet that's how my mom felt. Well, I really don't think I can hear. I don't care what the doctor says. I'd be not hearing stuff all the way. And my mom would be like yelling at me, Tavia, I forget stuff all the time. And she'd be like, Tavia, didn't I just tell you? And I really do forget stuff. I bet she'd be feeling like, I bet when she realized, like, no, she's really trying to remember, but she can't remember.
But I'm trying to do the slap.
I bet she was like, dang.
I'm trying to tell you, I be the same way. Like, Mom, I'm for real slow for a little. I'm real smart, but I got this much from my dad. That's slow. Come on, you was with him. Let me get a little side. I don't hear. I really forgot.
I really forgot. I don't know.
Look, it's smacking me. It's not gonna make me remember. It's gonna make
I
me more dumb. It's gonna make me more dumb. Like, that's why I dyed my hair blonde. I got a little streak. Just a little one.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. So Hope's Garden Kitchen says it's a matter of respect. If we need our kids to respect us as parents, you have to respect them as, oh my God, Miss Hope, I love you. Let me finish that. She said it's a matter of a respect. If we expect our kids to respect us as parents, we have to respect them as child/human beings. And this is so true. Like,
that's so sweet. Whoever said that.
You know how
that was so sweet and thoughtful.
Parents be like, what you got an attitude for? You don't pay no bills. You don't do this. You don't do that. Like, what? I went to school.
You like, I got kid stress. I got kid stress.
Kids are horrible. Children are horrible. Like, I went to school and they picked on me all day. Why am I not allowed to come home with an attitude? Because I've been being picked on all day. Why you ain't ask me, what's going on, Raina? You seem like you got an attitude. Are you okay? I was just known to have an attitude all the time. So nobody cared about what it was for. It was
you
just
did have an attitude. We ain't pick on you, though.
But nobody ever asked me what was wrong with me.
Because that's rude.
No,
that's rude.
If you see somebody having a bad day, you ask them, is everything okay? You don't just start cussing them out and slapping them all damn day.
You would cuss us out if we asked you.
No, that's not true.
No, okay. I'm just making things up.
All right.
I'll be honest. I'm just making stuff up here.
Real Midori Music says children should have opinions and little boys should be allowed to express their feelings. Girl, amen. Glory to God for that. Okay. Can we normalize that? Can we normalize boys having feelings?
I just seen a post on Facebook and they were saying, she said, I'm tired of people getting fussy about little boys having kitchens and cleaning supplies. Like, what is the wrong with boys having kitchens and cleaning supplies? And I was just like, see what I'm saying? I think y'all gotta let boys just have a good time. They gonna have to cook and clean when they get older too. Cause you know what? You're not about to be living with me.
Okay.
I mean, you don't have to move out when you turn 18. You don't have to move out when you turn 18, but you're not about to live here for the rest of your life.
The most beautiful thing is finding a man that can cook and clean. And y'all can cook and clean together. Please, somebody teach them so we can come and meet in the middle. Like, we got some comments on YouTube and on Facebook here.
My mom kindly says, I have to read this comment because, girl, my mother, okay, yes, but you were not a difficult child to raise. Thank you, Jesus. Thanks, Mom. I need to. You don't think so either?
You was good. You was good.
Thank you. Mommy, I had to be good.
Mom, can you tell people how good I was?
Okay, as your mom is typing about this paragraph that she's gonna write about how great of a child you was doing all her hair, how you was doing.
Well, right.
I'm gonna go over to Facebook. My Nana, the love of my life, okay, says, I let my children express themselves if I did something that they didn't like, but there was always one that talked too much. I'm with you, Nana. And you know what? I can guess. Nana got 5 kids.
I might be that one in the group.
The one that talked too much. You like, it was me, Nana.
It was me.
Ooh.
It was me. Maybe I wouldn't have so much to say if I got to say stuff sometimes. Maybe I wouldn't be always ready to talk. Like, if somebody let me talk.
You'd be like, it's my turn.
No,
I'm
when
gonna
I
get
tell
it
you I
all out.
stayed in trouble, like stayed in trouble. Like I feel like every person in our family, we got a big family. I feel like every person in our family has a story of me getting smacked or punched or something. Like I was always in trouble.
I was not in trouble. I think that I felt a responsibility. I felt a right. You was at my house and I was not in trouble. I did get in trouble in high school, but I really think that my mom was just waiting for me to get in trouble. Like,
nah, you were good though.
Like, I think sometimes, and I've learned, this is one of the things I learned from my mom, that my communication style, I need to tell it, like when it happens. Otherwise, I will just wait and wait and wait, and then boom. So like, I was like, let me tell it. Like, I'm like, okay, now you done left the toilet seat up. You done peed on the toilet seat. You done, then now I'm like, no toilets. You gotta sit down now. Like, I don't know. Like, I mean, that's not like anything crazy, but I need to, I try to communicate in the moment. And if I'm not like, a cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I have a little game I want us to play. Okay. So if I'm gonna read a statement, right? And if that goes along with something that your mom or parent or auntie or guardian has said to you, I want you to drop the praise hand emoji. Okay. All right. Oh, and Serena, while I'm doing this, you can write something on Instagram so you can pin. We didn't pin anything in our comments today.
What do you want me to say?
I want you to write generational BS, or so what we all did. It's your turn, or something like that. Like topic. Write the topic.
Well, I did the topic before we went live, but I'll do it again.
You didn't pin it though.
I didn't. I'll do it now.
Oh, yeah, just use the same one and just pin it. All right, here's the game. So you put the one of these situations. All right. Okay. Black mama sayings. If your mama said this, or guardian or whatever, give me a praise hands. I'm not one of your little friends.
Okay.
I didn't get this one, but I've heard people say this. Do I look like Boo Boo the Foo?
Ooh.
Did you get that one? I
got that.
A hard head make a soft behind, and my mom has definitely said that in threats, but
I feel like I heard that every night.
You're not supposed to be commenting, girl. You look at you. I did it. That was me. You can just give me one of these, Rena. First of all, check your tone. Look, I did have a little attitude. My bad, Mom. I did. Stop all that crying before I give you something to cry about.
Like, you ain't just smack me.
You gave me a
time out.
What? Okay, go ahead.
Bro, I never understood that. How our moms will beat the shit out of us. And this thing, stop all that crying before I give you something to cry about. You just smacked me. That is enough to cry about. I can't cry. Like,
no, I cried just in the anticipation of getting in trouble.
Oh, yeah, you did, Tavia.
I'm like, oh my God.
Tears by the time your mama walking in the door. I'm like, bro.
Like, I did it. You got McDonald's money?
Ooh.
If your mama said this, give me the praise hand. Let me see what you got. Don't you get in trouble falling behind them. I'm reading off the internet. Following around them other kids that's not black. My mom ain't never told me that, but I can see now in the place. I can see now in the place I am at, and I have spoken to kids about this, sadly, to say, like, you can't do what they're doing. It's about we're all here in the same space, but you're black and that person is white, and you're not going to get away with the same stuff. So that's what that parent was. That's what they're trying to say when they say, don't get in trouble following behind these white kids. They're trying to say, like, you can't do what they do, but they just said it. They got a phrase. We know black moms got a little phrase.
I definitely heard that my whole life.
And if you're not black and your mama said that something similar to any of these, you might be black. You might want to get that ancestry one. I hope you know that schoolwork like you know them songs. Okay. When we get in this store, don't touch nothing. But mine was
Don't
even
ask
longer. Don't
nothing.
ask
Don't
for nothing.
ask for nothing.
You not getting nothing.
And don't make me embarrass you, okay? Don't
Ooh.
embarrass me. Is actually.
How about this one? Praise hands if you got. Fix your face. Man, that was so hard to be just like ugly crying, and they like fix your face. You're like.
And then my grandma used to tell me fix my face right after she gave me that pinch. Listen, let me tell you, my grandmother. I feel like I still feel this stuff. Like, first of all, my grandmother is country, okay? But when she pinch you, don't get pinched in church. She pinch you and then twist it.
No.
And then you gonna tell me to fix my face? How? How am I fix my face?
Oh my gosh.
You just almost took my whole ear off, and you talking about fix my face. Everything is connected. My eyes watering, my nose running now. I'm just all confused. Okay.
I never been pinched, but you know what?
Oh my God.
Pinching is like, I've been pinched in life, but not by my mom. But I do know those is fighting words. Like, if somebody pinches me in life, I want to fight them, right? Mind you, I'm not about to fight nobody, but I want to. So I'm sorry, Rena. On behalf of the whole community, the whole Tay and Rena Live, the whole QTNA community, we sorry. We sorry.
It's okay, because I understand.
We gotta not in the comments, not the pinch, and then they expect you not to cry or have a reaction. When that's let me have here. What's up?
No, you have blinked out for a second. Go ahead. Yep, I can hear you now.
Okay. When I became a mom, I realized that beating a child promoted deception and fear. The child feared a beating, so they now learn to hide and do what you told them not to do.
Come on, Miss Hope, with the tea today. Tell the people that
it's a truism.
Come on, Miss Hope. Listen,
it's a truism.
Miss Hope, that's my booze. That's my vegan cook. I don't know if y'all remember, I think maybe like last year or the year before, I was like posting all the time these meals that I was getting. That is Miss Hope's Kitchen, okay? She got it. That's Rasta over there, okay?
Name. That's a cute name.
Her. Please tell the people, school them. Read that again, okay? It's not gonna do nothing but make me sneaky and make me hate you. Y'all want to hear something funny? I'll never forget my stepdad said one day, he said it was the funniest thing ever. Me and my mom got into it, and I must have got beat or something, slapped something. He said, we used to have a whole gym in the basement. He was like, Arena was down there working out, getting ready to beat you up. Like, after she hit me, I went in the basement with pumping iron. I was like, she got me messed up, because I ain't gonna keep getting hit. Like, you're not about to keep hitting me and think I am not weak out here, okay? Like, and then they hit you and be like, oh, you gonna hit me back? Them is my reflexes. What do you expect? Like, if somebody hit me, I'm gonna put my hands up. I don't mean to hit you.
But when you used to get a spank,
like
they mad, they tell you to stop moving.
How?
So it sounds like one of those things.
How?
They tell you to stay still. Like, I can't. It hurt. Like, what's going on?
No, real Midori actually talking about something. Rena must have been bad. Listen, I was not. Okay. I wasn't bad.
You have to make you a meme with that face. Okay.
I wasn't bad. I just did have a smart mouth. But all I'm going to say is I picked up the behaviors of everybody else around me, and that's it. Period. Okay? I just didn't come out the womb. Wasn't born with an attitude. Maybe. I don't know. But I did.
We don't really know. We can't really prove that either way.
No, can't. Okay?
All right. So I got a couple more for y'all. This is the last few. All right. Praise hands if your mom said, didn't I tell you? And then they didn't finish the sentence. They just left it there.
Not didn't finish the sentence.
You just stopped whatever you was doing and you just was like, she told me. I know she told. I don't know what it was.
What about when your mama call you by your first and last name, or your first, middle, and last name? See, I'm Rena or Ree in the family. It's Rena. Rena, come here. My mama say, Serena Renee, and if she add Woodford on the end, I'm like,
what did I do?
And you start thinking like, okay, no, and I took out the trash. I washed it. Just what I do.
You going down the list? Did I take the chicken out the freezer? Did I take the chicken out the freezer?
At school, did my teacher call? Like, I'm trying to figure out what was it, and it's always something you didn't forgot about. Always.
Look, speaking of taking that chicken out the freezer, let me tell you that when my mom would get home, I would hear her keys coming, and I would run and get the chicken out the freezer, and my mom would come home, and she'd be like, I thought I told you to take the chicken out the freezer when you got home from school. And I'd be like, I took it out. And she'd be like, when? I'm like, a few minutes ago. That chicken was never thawed out. Oh my God, my mom. I'm so sorry, girl. Listen, she was cooking frozen chicken for me.
Or let your mama tell you something need to be clean before you go to bed.
She would wake me up. With a beat. She would wake me up to clean it.
My mom will wake you up. You getting greeted not just by the light coming on. You better move because somebody's swinging. What? You went to bed without cleaning up or doing what you was told to do? Oh, my mom gonna wait till you in a good sleep. It's like she be sitting there waiting, like, all right, you in that REM sleep. Right, here I come.
No, I never got like a spanking, but I have gotten. I'm still to this day, Mom. I think it's not in me. I'm still to this day not good at squeezing out the washcloth. That's why I got a loofah. I went and bought a loofah because I can't squeeze the wet washcloth out all the way. And she would be so mad. I swear I squeezed it out. She would wake me up. Didn't I tell you to squeeze this washcloth out? It's dripping on the floor. Oh and I'd be like, and then she would take the washcloth and she would squeeze over the sink to show me all the water that was coming out. And look, I swear I tried. I still cannot do it. I finally gave up. Like, it had to be earlier in the summer. I said, you know what? I'm buying a loofah. I can't figure this out. How you squeeze it out? I don't know. I don't know how to squeeze it out.
Ashley said, my grandma used to tell me to get the switch. Honey, I know all about the switch. I know about the switch. I know about the shoe. I know about the phone cord. I know about the Hot Wheel track. Y'all don't know about them Hot Wheel tracks.
Ooh, yo, ooh. For your sake. No, I ain't never. I never got beat like hit with anything but a belt. But one time, my grandma did tell me to get a switch, and I was like, "What?" I know what she's talking about. Talking about go get a switch off the tree. I'm outside looking at a tree, and my mom come home like, "What you doing?" I'm like, Grandma, told me I gotta get a switch off the tree. My mom went in and talked to my grandma like, "You can't be hitting her with no switches. Yeah, you can't do that."
My grandma, listen, you better go get that switch, and you better come back with the right switch. Okay.
If you won't get a good one,
come.
She told me that, but that happened one time. I don't know how to get a switch from a tree. I'm adding that to my list of things I can't do. I can't squeeze out the washcloth, and I can't pick out a switch. I'm sorry. Okay. All right. Here we go. Uh-oh. I see you frozen on Facebook. I don't have a reason as to why. Oh, you're back. You're back. Okay. We got our last 5. Praise hands if your mom said this, okay? Or 6. Don't let your mouth write a check that your ass can't cash. Stop running in and out my house. You smell like outside. Okay. I brought you in this world. What can she do, Serena? What can she do? She can take you out, okay? And go sit down somewhere. And then our last one.
There you go.
Stay out of grown folks' business. I don't really think I got that one, but I did tell my kid that one time. Because I'm like, he asking me questions about like who? Laura? Boy, it's Auntie Laura to you. And maybe we are going to her house, but mind your business. Like, get out of here. So the last one is if someone hits you first, what you gotta do?
You gotta tap that.
You gotta hit them back.
Okay, you gotta tap that. You don't start no fights.
Oh my God.
And my mom is like, you better wear them out. Okay.
Look, and you not gonna get in trouble. She'll tell you that. She'll
See,
take
but
you for
actually,
ice cream when you suspended.
okay. My mama's main thing was you don't let nobody hit you first. If they look like they trying to hit you, she said you'll never let them hit you first because that first hit might be the one to put you to sleep. Okay, you can't let them get too close. If they
Mom
look
never
like
told
they
me
finna
that. That's
jump,
good.
oh no, my mom ain't play that. We don't do the first. No, ma'am. Okay, Ashley said,
I'm with it. Okay, so this is all. Thank you.
And then the last question is,
This
is did you win?
Did you win? Because if you did not,
if you ain't win.
But here's the thing: did anybody put us in karate class or something, or they just expect you to come out the womb knowing how to whoop butt?
Okay.
Like, you just assume. So I'm a big talker.
Okay. Ashley said, "Boy, your mama was a G." G code. Shout out to my mama. Y'all see her every week. I love her to death. I don't know where she disappeared to.
Love our mothers. Oh my gosh, the lessons.
She's supposed to be making me a paragraph to say how good of a child I was.
Maybe that's what she's doing. She probably want to text you. She want to make it real sweet, giving you, moments.
I want everybody to know.
Let me tell you, Serena. One time, you was good. Okay, so I want to thank codeblack.com for that 21 Black Mama sayings. That was really fun. I don't remember what we were talking about, but Tanya Lowe is on Facebook and she said it's genetic. And I was a low-key. I don't know. I wonder if it's these sayings. She said it at 6:21. That was a minute ago. I don't know. Okay. Oh, now she's on Instagram. Tanya, what you talking about over here on Facebook? And then my mom said I was a low-key bully in the second grade. Mom. Oh, you was? I wasn't a bully. Mom, I wasn't no bully in the second grade. She know you talking about me, Mom. Don't be trying to put me out.
No, not today.
No, I was not no bully. If anything, I was probably getting bullied in second grade. I was not a bully. No, you know what? I didn't get bullied in second grade, but we should talk about bullying next week.
Tanya says fighting is genetic. You don't have to teach them kids. If I can fight, they can fight. I don't know, sis.
Tanya, that's not real.
I see some people. Where is the statistics? Because I done see some people who mama can fight children to get out there doing the windmill.
Look, I did know. I think growing up, if we're talking about fighting, I'm able to talk my way until you think I can fight, until you scared to fight me.
See what Kevin.
I feel like that's fighting with the words.
If you don't know how to fight, you gotta make somebody feel like they scared to fight you.
That's rule number 2. I'm crazy. Mind your business, man. Just mind your business.
Oh my God, what movie was that?
You don't know that one? If y'all know that one, y'all leave that in the comments. If y'all know that, leave that in the comments.
What was that? Mind your business. Just mind your. Oh my God.
Mind your business. Just mind your business.
Somebody tell me in the comments, please.
Miss Tanya RNBSN degrees says, my bloodline fighting. Laughing faces. Okay, so I think that was just like super fun. The moral of the episode is for us to just think about how we felt when those things happened to us, and maybe not just do it because you feel like you're supposed to. Would I say that's right, or what do you think, Rena?
I think that's true. I think we should start looking more into some of the choices that we are choosing to reciprocate, I guess, with our children, and not just keep saying, "Oh, well, I did it, you did it." Oh, because my mama said, or that's what my grandma did. Start looking into what grandma did just to make sure that that's the right choice for us in today's time. Because with a generation that's already affected with a lot of trauma, I don't think more trauma is going to help them. That's like some people that's like, oh, tough love, and everybody's so soft. Well, everybody's not soft. Everybody nowadays is traumatized because this is generation to generation of not dealing with it, and everybody getting yelled and screamed at and beat all the time. So now you got crybabies. Okay, that's what happens. You didn't fix it. So maybe we should try to do something new. Tough love is not always the answer.
Yeah, I think everyone needs their love in a certain way, right? a certain way. Everyone's different. It's not a one fits all for children or adults or anybody.
Right.
So
Right.
unless it's this Shop Janae Shanae outfit that I'm wearing right now. Segue.
Oh, you do have on Shop Janae. Are you yes, Miss Hope, generational trauma. Yes, Black Girl Magic. I see you. I see you. I see you. All right, business spotlight for the week. Do you have one, or is it my turn?
It's your turn, boo boo.
Well, I was gonna go with someone else, but I kind of want to go with Miss Hope. Miss Hope stayed with us today. Please make sure that you go check her page out if you want information about being vegan. If you want information about giving your body the nutrients and essential vitamins that you need to be healthy. She's amazing. Hey, Jill's Retreat. But she's amazing, guys. Her name on Instagram is Hope's Garden Kitchen, and she recently made a comment. So go click on her page and check her out. Anything else you want to add, Tay?
What is your favorite? I have a question. What's your favorite dish from Hope Garden's Kitchen?
Ooh, let me tell you. Okay, first of all,
because I'm here for a West Indian dish.
Listen,
is she West Indian?
No, she's actually Jamaican. But I love when she does Ethiopian. Same, yes, I guess it's all the same. Yeah, but
go ahead. I'm sorry.
This Ethiopian, like whenever it's Ethiopian New Year, she does like Ethiopian themed food. Oh my god. Listen,
y'all Columbus girls love y'all some Ethiopian food.
Listen, that food is amazing. And then in the summertime, she makes this mango. Let me make sure I say it right. Mango and ginger fresh squeezed juice. Oh my god, it's amazing. Like,
that sounds good.
It touches here.
But does she, as a West Indian woman, Miss Hope, okay, do you make that escovitch fish? Because if you're not making that escovitch fish,
she's vegan.
I don't know. Oh, jeez.
Vegetables escovitch style, but she is vegan. I don't know. Miss Hope, do you do fish sometimes? I don't remember. It's been a while, but she's amazing. And Miss Hope is older than all of us and finer than all of us, looking younger than all of us, okay?
Look, so that's that healthy diet.
Listen, go look at her page. She be over there whining and stuff, teaching people how to whine.
okay. Multifaceted. So what's going on new at the House of Highly Textured? Anything you want to share with the team?
Girl, we are a week away from the freestyle. Like, I cannot believe that it's here. Like, next Monday, I'm launching, and I'm like trying not to like about it. I'm just like, everything's gonna be fine. It's gonna flow. I'm actually, the reason why I'm at this hotel is, one, I was spending time with family, but I was actually here to get a bunch of content like for the relaunch and whatnot. So I'm like
pictures.
Excited. Yes, and like I have ambassadors now, and like everybody's been like really excited, and they love the product. So like I cannot wait. This is the biggest restart that I've done so far, and if anybody's on here and haven't had a chance to check me out, you can find me at Highly Textured. We are a hair and wellness brand. We have hair and body care products, and everything is all natural and made with all of this love. But that's what's going on with me. Tavia, what's going on with you now?
Same thing here. If you guys are looking for marketing information, which sounds super boring, but if you want to figure out how to get your business seen on social, website stuff, all the marketing ideas, I have a whole toolkit that you can just download and move on with your life. So you just go to taviasanderson.com/tools and you can get that. Right now in the business, I am working on my last few websites. I booked myself for the year heavy and I'm done. I think I'm never doing a website again. I think this is it. You're going to have to find I'm going to have to make a course or something, and then I'm going to tell you how to do it or some branding. I'm just never doing it again. Because I know I said that before.
She love it, y'all. She say that all the time.
I love it, but it is a lot. It's a lot, but I do love it. I do want to say thank you all for coming. I don't know how we got here. My phone is overheating because it's been 55 minutes live, so I'm not on Instagram right now. But I want to thank you guys.
But thank you guys for showing We appreciate you. Thank you for all the hearts that I'm seeing. And we will see you guys next week at the same time, 5:30 sharp. Love you. Mwah.
Bye, guys.